Well, thank you for joining us. I
No
just
doubt,
wanted
man.
to get you on here real quick. Obviously, we talk on a consistent basis, so I have a little bit of insight. So I wanted to start with just tell your story, like how you found Family First Life, what attracted you to Family First Life, and then we'll just go from there. And what you did before, obviously.
So I played basketball in college for 2.5 years. Um, I got introduced to the insurance business when I was 18 years old. I never sold any insurance before I joined Family First Life, but if you guys have ever heard of Primerica, I used to go to like their little meetings or whatever, and I was sold on the insurance business. In fact, I could admit that I was sold on Primerica. But after I left college, I um, I went into the IT field. I worked in the IT field for about 8 months, and then I knew that insurance was a way for me to really grow my income and to build a business. But I didn't know which company to go with. But I knew I wasn't going to go with Primerica because I had a couple guys that I knew that was with Primerica, and they weren't making any money. And the way I seen the company, I just didn't want to be a part of it. So one day, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but his name is like Daniel, like what's it? His last name starts with a C. You know him, Wayne. His name is like Charity or something like that.
Trinani, Dan Trinani.
Okay. So one day he hit me up on LinkedIn, and this was my brother persuaded me to come with Lincoln Heritage, but I really didn't want to go with them, but I was just going with them because my brother was with them, and I wanted to get back in the insurance business, and I knew I wasn't gonna go with America. So I had already got all my he hit me up about Family First Life. I literally was like, he was like told me to spill or whatever, right? And we were just he texted me on LinkedIn, and he was just like when's a good time to call you? And I think he was trying to call me in like a date or two or so, but I had already put in my 2 week notice at my job. So I was like, I don't think he understands. So I told him, I was like, you need to call me now. So he didn't call me. So I went on Google and I typed in the nearest office to where I lived at. Perhaps it was Frank Euphemia's office. It was in Bel Air, Maryland. Bel Air, Maryland. So I talked to his hiring manager or whatever, and I pretty much got going.
Got it. Okay, so you started off obviously looking at insurance, and the sports obviously played a heavy role in it. I think one of the things that stood out to me at conference was you being on stage, and when Mark got to you on I don't remember if it was the new agent panel or the producers panel, but when Mark got to you, he asked you how much you issued last month. Do you remember what your answer was?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
So, and what was your number?
I submitted 40K.
Okay. Well, what did you issue? You issued like 30K that month.
It was like 25, 30, yeah.
Okay. So just got into the business, issued 25K, but didn't even know what it meant. And I was like, this dude literally just grabbed his system and went to work. And we struggle so mightily to get people to plug into the system and trust it. But you came in and just jumped right in feet first, no questions asked, and just went to work and obviously made more money in that first month than you had made ever before in your life. What was it about the system that gave you that comfort and peace of mind just to kind of plug in and go with and throw caution to the wind?
Well, seeing all the trainings, and I mean, obviously those are real people. And then I just had to really just look myself in the mirror and just ask myself, everybody on the trainings are all saying the same thing. It's like, so I knew I could do it. And I just had to get out of my head that there was some secret sauce. There's no secret sauce. And to be honest, I really didn't understand it in the first month. I'm really, after convention, after talking to Sean, is when it's hit home now and it's there, and I don't think it's ever going to leave. But in those first 30 days, it was just all about wrapping my mind around that I know these guys aren't just skillful. It's just that they work and the system is good. So it was just all about really just plugging in, man, and not trying to do anything on just following the system, and, just going to work.
Okay. Speaking of, I mean, talking about going to work, and obviously we know the system works and you've edified it a few times over, but what does that mean to you going to work? What does a typical work week look like for you? starting with your dial session on Monday, and take us through the week for you.
Well, okay, so I want to make sure. So I want to have my leads on Sunday. I want to have my leads already bought and printed out. So when I go to the office is about 2 hours away. I need to be at the office before 7:15. I need to be dialing the phones by 7:15. And what does that mean for me? I think I can book about 5 to 6 appointments by 8:30. Right. So now I got half of my day for Tuesday already done, and I've only been dialing for like an hour. So as far as leads, we got leads. You got to have leads, right? Everybody should understand that by now, right, Wayne?
100%.
You got to have leads. So what's comfortable for me may not be comfortable for you, but I need about 300 leads when I dial, man, because I'm not just thinking about. I'm looking at dial sessions like this. Okay, I know I'm gonna book anywhere from 20. I'm gonna book, if I book 2 days, I'm gonna book 12 for each day, right? But I'm not gonna sit down with 24 people. So what I like to do when I dial is I think about everybody canceling. I think about like everybody's gonna no show me. So what I do is I've implemented what's called an overtime dial session. So I like to, after I book my 12 appointments, I'll dial for an hour and I'll just book as many appointments as I can. I may not get to all of them. That's fine. You guys got to think about that. It's, if you don't get to all of your appointments, that's totally fine. But as long as you got enough people to where you can get to that 10K at minimum a week, that's all that matters. So when I'm dialing, man, I'm just trying to make sure that I got so many appointments to where I ain't got time to think. It's like, you don't want to buy insurance? Okay, on to the next person. You know, you don't want to buy, you want to buy? Okay, let's get it done. You want, okay, like I want to keep going, man. I don't want to have time to do anything when I'm dialing or when I'm running, but just go get in my car, turn on a podcast, GPS, drive to my next appointment. That's all I need time for when it's running days.
Understood. I completely understand it. And when we were talking, which prompted me to hang up with you and reach out to Ivan to get you on this call. 300 leads. What kind of leads are you dialing? Because I know somebody heard that and was like 300 leads. Like, what does that cost him?
I can get 300 1 month and 3 month old leads. I can get that'll cost me right under 1,000. So right at like probably like 950.
Okay. So worst case scenario, if they were all 1 month, it's $1,200 a month. $1,200 a month. I mean, $1,200 a week. You issue on average 25,000. Is that your worst month since you've been here, or is that kind of average for you?
No, February was. No, I don't have an average. My average is gonna be about 50K a month. So I don't. To be honest, the way I look at it is, I didn't really know what I was doing. Now that I understand what I'm doing now, it's like March was like, to me, it's my first month in insurance. I just understand what I'm doing. So to me, January, February doesn't count. I know it does. So January, I submitted like 40. And February was terrible. I got really, really complacent. It was terrible. I actually paid like 17 grand. That's not, that's part time.
Yeah, but if we put it in perspective,
I ain't doing this part time.
You're spending $1,000 a week on leads, $4,000 a month, and you issued 17. So we'll say you probably deposit about 12. I mean, where else can you go and basically put 4,000 in and get 12,000 out with lackluster effort?
Yeah, but
so I understand what you're saying.
What you're saying. Yeah, it's fine and all, but for me, I mean, that's part time, bro. Like, I might as well just go do something else.
And that's what's gonna make you a beast here, is that perspective.
Yeah. So yeah, man, to me, like, I gotta have 40, 50 grand in my bank account every month. And if I ain't, like, yo, something ain't right, like, well, I ain't doing something right. So for me, man, it's not just about doing that. It's about how I respond to the adversity in the field, how I respond to when I walk out of a house and I've done my best and I wasn't able to help that client. It's about, like, if I get no show 9 times, right, and then I got that 10th appointment, am I still gonna go, or am I gonna go home, right? So to me, it's just all about, that's what winning a day looks like for me. Of course, the business is gonna take care of itself, but it's all about how you respond to the things that's going on throughout the day for me.
Lost my audio. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I can't hear you though. So no show 9 times. So I want to go back to the leads because you said 300. I know a lot of people say 100, 100 leads, depending on the lead type, somewhere between 50 and 75. Why is that number 300 for you?
Can you guys hear me? It's like he's going in and out.
I can hear you. Can
Hello?
you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can.
I think Wayne froze up.
Hey, Ivan.
DeAnthony, take yourself off on mute.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry, guys.
No, you good, man.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Yeah, you're a badass.
So should I go ahead and answer the question?
Yeah, go ahead and answer the question, man.
So the question was, why 300, right?
Yeah.
Because it just makes me feel comfortable. Right? I don't want to have 100 leads and then I only got 10 appointments and it's Monday. It's Monday a dial session, and I only got 10 appointments for Tuesday. That means I'm gonna have to come back and dial on Wednesday. I would rather have a ton of leads to where even if after I book my appointments, I got some that I didn't even get a chance to get to, right? So
Yeah.
it just makes me feel a lot more comfortable with knowing I got 300 leads. Like it's like me, I think like a basketball player. I'm like, coach, you saying I'm gonna get this many shots? Oh, I'm about to get 40 tonight. So just having those 300 leads, I gotta write 10, 20 grand, in this week. Like, what am I, if I'm not, is a problem. So yeah, that's why I would, it gotta be, to me, I gotta have 200-300 leads because that's what's gonna set me up for that $10,000, $20,000 week.
So you take it as like you're James Harden. You just want the ball and you're gonna go run with it.
I ain't gotta have a ball, but if you saying, well, we're gonna put you, this how I see it. Like you saying, look, we're gonna draw this play up, you're gonna get this shot at the elbow. Okay. Well, I might need to go, stay a little late. We're gonna run that same little pin down. Okay, bet. I already know this, right? He already telling me, okay, then we're gonna give you about 5. We're gonna run that play 5 times for you. Okay. Say no more. The play is I'm gonna react to what happens, but I'm thinking to shoot though. If somebody open, I'll pass it to them. But same thing with the leads, right? So with the leads, if I got 300, if I don't get to them, that's fine, right? But if I got 30 appointments 2 days into the week, I think I'm setting myself up to do over 10K, So yeah, man, it's about the more leads, the more reps you get, That's all it's about for me.
And I think that's what I try to understand a lot of times. Insurance policy. It's just an opportunity to get in front of somebody, an opportunity to actually sell some insurance. So, and I use a lot of sports analogies. So it's funny that it's not funny. It makes.
Man, we ain't got an Android, man.
Hell no. He did not say that.
So many people.
You're saying
Wayne,
that you get a lot of leads because it sets you up for your in your mind like it's abundance.
It is abundance. I mean, I got 300 people
worry,
requesting
like,
coverage.
I'm running out. Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like if you got 100 leads, that just don't do enough for me, man. Like I'm like 100. I'm scratching my head, but if I got 300, I'm feeling good. I'm like, okay, let's get it done. That's just for me, and it's something that I figured out throughout the course of me being here in a small period of time. Like I've been here under 70 days. So yeah, man, if I can get 300 leads, or if I can get 300 1 month and 3-month-old leads, and then sometimes I'll even add, like I might only be able to get, the CRM may only have like 150, 200, but I may, buy about 50 instants or the new life leads or whatever. Yeah, but if I go in there and I see 153-month-old and I see 71-month-old, I'm grabbing those for sure. And I may throw in something else, but if I go in the CRM and I see 300 leads of 1 month and 3-month-old, I'm grabbing them. And guys, to be honest, I really, really, really don't run the instant and the new internet. Just being honest.
Good stuff, man. But DeAnthony, I heard a lot about your phone script. Can you dive into your phone script and what and just handle some objections for us? How that like top 3 that you're getting on the phone. And
Well, yeah. That's pretty easy. It's pretty much everything that the training is saying. So there's I'm not interested. Call me back. I can't really think of the other one there is, but
that's okay.
I think there's like one more.
Yeah. I mean, I'll shoot
so-
some objections your way, but how do you handle them? You get an objection, said, okay, just call me back later. Just call me back later. I'm busy right now.
Well, I'm like, okay, I'm actually headed out the office right now. What time are you normally home and back through the door?
Around 5, 6 o'clock.
Okay, and this is at the 123 Robert Drive, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm in the area tomorrow. I got something between 5 and 6. Is that a good time to stop by for about 5 or 10 minutes and get you this information?
Sure.
Okay, perfect. I'll see you tomorrow. Like I said, my name is DeAnthony. Okay, have a great day.
Perfect.
And then just
go ahead.
And then I'm not interested. They're not interested only because somebody done showed them something high, or they don't think they can qualify. So I already know that, right? So that's 2 objections I know I'm gonna kill when I get them anyway.
Okay. Well, you go through a script and somebody go, yeah, you know what, Anthony, I'm not really interested.
What would I say to that? And you said I've gotten through the script and they done said that?
Yeah. So you now got through the script. You just started, 7 seconds in, somebody goes, you know what, I'm really not interested.
Okay, perfect. Is it because you couldn't qualify, or was it somebody showed you something too high?
I don't think I'll qualify for anything.
Okay, perfect. So these are actually non-medical options. I will need to verify your health when I get there, but you will qualify. I'm between 5 and 6, and between 2 and 4. Which one of these times work good for you?
Later the better.
Later the better. Okay, perfect. So I'll put you down tomorrow for 6, and I'll come out with these non-medical options, and we'll get you qualified. Okay.
All right, perfect. And Anthony, let's do one more. You like 5 seconds into the script, somebody interrupts you and go, I don't remember filling this out.
Okay, perfect. That's the purpose of my call. The person that was assigned your information is actually no longer with the company, so we're behind. I'm saying about 15 other families tomorrow. I probably can squeeze you in between appointments between 1 and 2 and between 3 and 4. Which one of those times work good for you?
Yeah, 3 and 4 maybe. Just call me before you're heading out.
Okay. Okay, perfect. And then is this the 123 Robert Drive?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Then I'll see you tomorrow between 3 and 4. Is there any reason why you won't be able to make this appointment?
I should be fine.
You should be fine. Okay, well look, you have a great day. And like I said, they got me seeing about 12 to 15 other families tomorrow. So just give me like an hour window to get to you, okay?
Good deal. Good deal, man. So
Okay, perfect. I see.
great job, man. So what do you do to reduce the no-show ratio? Have you dealt with a lot of no-shows, or do you do anything about it, or as you said, 12 a day is your solution here?
Bro, to be honest, that's a question I would ask. But I mean, the way I see it is if you got a lot of appointments, the numbers will always work out. Dude, I got no show 9 times yesterday. And I went in the house, and that's how I was able to get over 10K for the week. My last appointment. It happens, bro. It happens. And what I would say, guys, just keep running. Just keep running. Don't worry about the no-shows. If you got 30, 40 appointments, the numbers will work out. The numbers will work out. I probably booked I think I booked like 36 appointments this past week. And I probably only sat on like 9 of them. Right? So to be honest, for me, I expect my no-show ratio to be high. But that's fine, right? Because I got those 30, 40 appointments, right?
Yeah, I mean, we'll continue to talk and help you tweak that. But I think one of the biggest things that you said is that obviously your mindset is paramount, and the fact that you go into it already thinking that, yeah, I booked 24 appointments, but I need to dial some more overtime because I'm basically banking on none of these people showing up. And even if your show ratio is terrible, 50%, if you book 40 appointments and you sit with 20 families and close 10 of them, that's just like you said, that's 10 grand walking. So you'll have a hard time putting in that activity and not hitting 10 grand. And I think
exactly.
That's one of the that carried over from the sports world for you that you've been able to effectively apply to this industry that I think a lot of people miss starting out.
Got you. And I 100% agree to that. Wayne, that's really how it is, bro. I couldn't have said it no better than that. I already know, bro. That's just what we got to go through, But yeah. I mean, what I can tell you, what I'm talking to other agents. Some agents have told me that they'll double back, and that person will be there, and they're able to get some sales off of that, Yeah. So just finding out what works for you, And then with the phone session, if you got a certain amount of leads, and then when you're dialing the phone, guys, I'm not buying 300 leads thinking I'm gonna set 300 appointments. If that's your mindset going into the phone, then every day you dial the phone, it's gonna feel like you're failing.
Yeah.
The mindset can't be that I'm gonna book everybody, all 300 of these people. You're gonna get hung up on, right? People are gonna say they're not interested, and you're still not gonna book the appointment. Okay, but if your lead flow is there, guys, to be honest, you're not even worried about that.
Right. So I think
I'll be on. Huh?
No, go ahead. That thought.
No, I don't think I should say what I was about to say. I'm gonna keep that to myself.
Okay, perfect. Now switching gears, obviously you figured out how to sell insurance and that it's an activity game. What are you doing on the building side as far as building a team, getting people into helping you so that you don't have to run 40 appointments every week?
Well, so I got I actually had 2 guys go on test today. Right now I have 1 writing agent. I got another guy that just completed the course. I just put another guy in the course yesterday. So I have about 5 writing agents, So man, I don't see, I was thinking to myself, guys, I don't see why. I can't tell you one reason why I shouldn't get an integrity deal. I can't tell you no reason. I can't tell you one reason why I shouldn't, but I can tell you 100 reasons why I should. So
tell us a couple of those reasons why you think integrity is inevitable for you. Because I mean, just starting off, you're 3 months into the business. Just starting off, and you're saying an integrity deal is inevitable. And I know a lot of people that have been here a lot longer than you have that think it's something far-fetched that they can attain. So speak some knowledge into them as to why it makes sense and why they shouldn't count themselves out.
Okay, so this is how I look at it, guys. So let's say if I can So let's say take my story, right? So I'll say in about another week or so, I should have 5 writing agents, right? So if each one of them go and get one person, then my agency just grew, right? And then if we keep the activity high, and I only hire one, if I only hired one person a week, right? At the end of the year, one person a week is 4 people a month. 4 people a month would be 48 in a year, right? But that's just me personally, though. What about if I make enough money to where I can hire 2 staffs, and then they go do the same thing, right? That's how you got to see it. It's not all about what you can do, but once you're able financially to duplicate yourself, what can they do?
Yeah.
And
I
that's
mean,
how I see it, Wayne.
it's about multiplication and not addition. And the quicker you can get to a place where you're multiplying, and it comes from creating that activity so that you can have the cash flow, because without the cash flow, you can't have staff because they need to get paid and they're depending on you to work and go write business. So you absolutely need that cash flow. But the sooner you can get to multiplying, and the fact that you're as young as you are and you have that foresight to already project the year and understand that getting to a place where you can multiply is how you're going to get there is impressive. And it's kind of another reason why I saw that acumen and reached out to you at convention, as opposed to the other way around. But I guess one of the other things that I think that you should look at, you said if they hire one person somewhere along the line, and this is why it's important to talk to your warm market, somewhere along the line, or whoever, really, you're going to come across somebody that raises their hand that wants to build. Now you have a running buddy, and now you're multiplying exponentially as opposed to doing the 2 other people that you have. So it's important to have those people in, and obviously they're going to continue to talk to people about the business, and you just kind of just continue to point, because all you really have to do is market the system and it'll take care of you as long as you plug into the system and go to work. But I'm going to open it up.
Thank you for that.
I'll let these last few minutes, because I know somebody has some questions for you.
I got a question.
Go ahead, Craig.
DeAnthony, one thing that I noticed, I got a sports background too, and I keep hearing you talking about your sports background. And one thing that I know about high level athletes, which obviously you are, is the ability to simplify and know how to win. Can you talk a little bit about how you simplify, set your mindset in order to win every day?
I mean, it's simple for me because when I was working my IT job, I used to look at my bank account a lot. Like, I knew when bills would come out, and it's just uncomfortable, man. Right? So to be honest, just the idea of never ever wanting or never ever having to look in your bank account again. Right? I want to be out in Florida chilling with Wayne, man. I can't do that if I'm worried about my bank account. So I gotta work. And I would rather like work this like a job, right? If you work this like a job, I think that you could get so much more ahead financially, you know?
So you figured out your why, figured out what you got to do to get there in straight line.
And I mean, guys, the best things to do is to not complicate it, right? I mean, I think it's just that simple. When you said you used to play sports, right?
Mm-hmm.
The way I used to see it is I didn't want to just be the guy. Like, I wanted to be the guy. Like, to be honest, I'm out of shape right now, but I think I could still go play in the top league overseas and drop 25 a game, you know? But that's just how I am, though, right? And that's how I'm trying to bring that same attitude and energy and work ethic to Family First Life.
Man, I love it. I love it. Man, you got me motivated.
No doubt, man.
What else you guys got?
I got a question. That's a
There are some
pretty
questions in the chat.
heavy lead flow. So I was kind of wondering, it sounds like you go to multiple areas throughout Florida. You don't, or are you even in Florida?
No, I'm in Maryland, man. I
Oh,
can't make it to Wayne yet, man. Yeah,
So
Wayne don't want to fly me
you're
out,
it
man.
sounds like you got to travel a lot just to maintain your lead flow. Do you consistently do that, or are you always in one location trying to get that lead flow from that one location?
I mean, it's always in the one location. I mean, I gotta beat a lot. I've noticed that it's a lot of people that don't buy leads on Sunday. So on Sundays the CRM is packed. So
Awesome.
I work an hour away from my house. Never worked anywhere else. I got an hour drive to my appointments, and then at night when it's over, I have an hour drive back home.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you do that intentionally, or is that just the way it works out?
I don't see why I need to change the area.
Yeah.
No,
So
right.
I do it intentionally. And that's why I asked the question. I do it intentionally. I mean, I live in a Tampa area, but I've never run here because I feel like if I run here and I get no-showed, I'll go home. Or if I need to stop at the grocery store, then I'll stop at the store. But if I'm an hour away from home, if I need to stop at the store, I can't stop at the store because whatever I buy is going to be bad by the time I get home. Or if I get no-showed, I got to figure out what to do to kill that time in between the next appointments. And then it all becomes money-making activity, which is what we call it. So it's either booking an appointment, door knocking to sell some insurance, or recruiting to talk to a prospective agent or an agent that I need to help get to the next level. So
no doubt.
So
now that you say that, yeah, I was about to say, now that you say that, man, Wayne, one day I was like, man, if I was at home right now, if I was in St. Mary's, I'd probably go take a nap.
Yeah. 100%.
Those are my money-making activities, right? So you just hit it on the nail with that, brother. I appreciate it. I didn't even notice it, but definitely makes a lot of sense.
There was a question in the chat, I think Mindy asked, and we may have kind of glossed over it, but just give you an opportunity to answer directly. When you get no-showed, what do you do with that time? And then what do you do in regards to that person that no-showed you?
Okay, so an example, right? Great question, by the way. This just happened to me yesterday. I told you guys earlier, I got no-showed. I had 10 appointments yesterday. I got no-showed 9 times. And on my last appointment at 7 o'clock, I wrote what I needed to get to that 10K for the week, right? So yesterday, I pulled over into a parking lot, booked my entire schedule up for today. One appointment this morning, I wrote over $4,000 in one house. So I booked all of these appointments yesterday, right? So I would so one appointment canceled on me. I pulled over in the nearest parking lot. I dialed the phones, booked like 3-4 appointments for today, right? Got to my next one, canceled me, booked the next 3-4. Now I got a full schedule for today. First home today, like I just told you guys, over $4,000. So does that answer that question, Wayne?
100%. 100%.
Yeah, you gotta, guys, when you in the field, man, it gotta be almost like you at war. Like, we ain't got time for nothing else. Like, you know, I if I'm gonna talk on the phone with people, I want to be talking about things that's gonna help me grow and also help you grow. Like, I'll call Wayne in between appointments to say, man, I just got my butt kicked. And Wayne will just tell me something, right? I'll call Frank. I'll call my guy Thad, and they'll tell me something, right? And guys, when we feel to eat, that's it. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not in the field for anything else. And then I don't know if you guys ever seen this video, and I don't want to talk too much, Wayne, but it's a video with Jonathan. What's his last name? Jonathan Persona. Say it again. Persona. He talked about being a cheetah or the lion chasing after the gazelle.
Yeah.
And I said, man, this guy's mindset isn't. That's why you make $1 million a year.
And I remember
just gotta,
like every day you wake up, either you're running not to get eaten or you're running to eat.
There you go. And that's just how it has to be that way. You know, we gotta be the ones chasing it, not getting chased.
Yeah. 100%. So you talk.
Go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
I was actually about to ask him for a closing thought. So if you have another question, I'll let you get that one in and then I'll close it out.
Yeah, I got a question slash statement, D'Anthony. I just noticed on your Facebook, you got your red jacket as your background photo, and I just wanted to kind of give you a compliment, man. That's inspiring because that's not where you are, but it's not where you want to be. It's where you're gonna be. And what you said earlier, and I got some teammates on here that I wanted to hear that. Your mindset. It's not I might do this. Maybe I'm going to do that. It's I'm going to do this. And man, that is top shelf. I want to stop dialing right now and go start selling. I mean, thank you.
Man, do it, man. And that red jacket, I just think it looked good on me, you know. So why not?
Yeah.
Just being honest, you know, red is my favorite color. I asked Wayne to do me one favor after we left convention and just send me, show me his stuff. He sent me a picture of it, like literally. I forgot all about it. It was like a day or two after convention, he sent it to me. And I said, okay, bet.
Yeah, that's a powerful mindset, man. There's some things that I had forgotten that you taught me today, and I'm going to put them back into place. I appreciate your time.
And just guys, remember this. I'm not a superstar. The system is great, and I'm just willing to do whatever it takes to win. Just that simple.
Good deal, man. I think we'll leave it at that. I think everything that you said about mindset and then closing with doing whatever it takes to win, obviously within the guidelines of the law and the system. We don't want you to get stupid. But I think that's a great way to leave it, man. I appreciate your time and of course appreciate the mindset and perspective or we wouldn't even have tapped you to jump on the call. So just keep doing you, man. We're watching.
No doubt, bro.
We'll see you on the leaderboard.